Ako po si Ansel Abanyo. Ako si Mark Jan Abanyo.
Here in the mountainous range of Sierra Madre in Pangi, Laguna, is where the Abanyo brothers usually spend their night shift as coconut shell charcoal makers. Mark, John, and Ansel grew up in the family of farmers living with the mountains. That's why bad weather or even typhoon could not stop them from working.
Maghuhukay po tayo para merong paglalagyan ng ating uuling bao. Kahit hanggang bewang lang po.
By working in a chicken farm, Mark John could support and finish his secondary education. He is now 24 years old. He works as a construction worker but had to stop during the early spread of the coronavirus last year. To sustain his family's daily needs, he decided to go back to the mountains, plant various seeds, and make charcoal out of coconut shells when there are available raw materials. Ansel is Mark John's younger brother. The 21-year-old Ansel works as a farmer during daytime and joins his older brother in making charcoal at night. He has also his own family to support, encouraging him to take additional source of income even after the sunset. Digging hole is necessary in making charcoal out of coconut shell. Using coconut shells for charcoal production is considered to be more sustainable than of other materials.
Meron pa po kaming babalikan doon sa pinagkunan namin ito kanina. Medyo malayo-layo rin po ma'am. Siguro kalahating kilometro rin po yung lalakarin namin papunta doon. Ngayon na, kunin natin.
Before 7 in the evening, the Abanyo brothers started to gather all the coconut shells which they got for free from their co-farmers. Both went straight here from their day jobs. These brothers have decided to have an alternative source of income in case construction works will be temporarily in halt again due to the pandemic, and the rice farming's revenue will be limited. And coconut shell charcoal making comes as their first option. Mark, John, and Ansel are not new in charcoal making. They have been familiar with this process since their teenage years. They're even aware on the policy of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources on which materials are only allowed to use for charcoal making.
Kailangan po natin gawin, dahan-dahan lang po ng paglalagay ng bao. Tapos antayin po natin maluto yung unang lagay, saka po ulit natin lalagyan ng panibagong bao. Siguro po mga 10 minutes yung unang lagay.
It was almost 9 when the Abanyo brothers started putting the coconut shells in the pit. When the smoke slowly stops to come out, it's time to add another set of coconut shell.
Lalagyan na po ulit natin ng bao. Siguro po mga 50 pirasong bao.
Coconut shell is an example of forest or agricultural waste. This could be turned into charcoal bricks without the prohibition of the environmental agency. It is usually being used by the stores and restaurants that are selling grilled products. It costs 450 pesos or less than $10 for every one full sack. However, sometimes hard work is not the guarantee of extra cash.
Pag minsan po na aabo yung inuuling namin, pag napabayaan po may singaw yung inuuling, tinatabunan po namin ng madami yung butas para wala po siyang singawan, para yung apoy niya sa loob mamatay kaagad.
Sa ngayon po, medyo pinupuno na lang po natin ito ng kaunti. Tatakloban na po ito maya maya. Para bukas, pwede nang mahango.
At 12 in the midnight, Mark, John, and Ansel are about to finish the last coconut shells and are getting ready to have it covered. It took them almost 4 hours to finish the 2 sacks of coconut shells. Being suffocated from smoke for hours is one of the most challenging parts for the brothers as charcoal makers.
Una po, lalagyan po natin yan ng kahoy na nakabalagbag pa ganun. Tapos dahon. Yung purpose po ng kahoy, para po yung dahon hindi lumusot. Gawa po ng bigat ng lupa. Pampatigas po yung kahoy niya dito, panlagay sa ganyan. Tapos lalagyan po natin yung mga dahon-dahon gaya po nito. Saka sa saging, pwede po yun.
The twigs and banana leaves will prevent the air from coming into the pit. Otherwise, it will all turn into ashes.
Na po yung huling gagawin dito, tatabunan na lang po namin ng lupa, tapos isi-secured na wala po siyang sisingaw para hindi maging abo yung pinaghirapan natin. Bukas na po ng maga ulit to, hahanguin na natin to bukas.
Almost 1 in the morning, the Abanyo brothers can finally take a nap. Mark, John, and Ansel's all-night labor could finally be seen in just a couple of hours. The sun seems not in a bright mood to show up when they leave their nipa hut. With their cup of coffee, they went straight to their job site to check whether the charcoals are ready to be collected. While waiting for some minutes, they first removed the tent.
Ngayon po, tinatanggalan po natin ng lupa para makuha natin yung uling dun sa loob ng hukay na ginawa natin. Sana naman po yung naging okay. So ito na po yung naging uling ng bao. Medyo malalaki yung iba may maliit. Sasako na lang po ito para mabenta. Okay naman po, naging successful naman po yung ginawa natin. Pagkatapos po nito, ibababa na po namin at inaantay po ito dun sa order po kasi ito kaya nag-aantay po yung buyer namin sa baba. Usapan po kasi namin
ngayong umaga namin ibababa.
At 7 in the morning, Mark, John, and Ansel started to walk the 3-kilometer slippery road, carrying the sacks of charcoals. For over 12 hours of making sure that their expected cache would not turn into ashes, the Abanyo brothers could now go down to the mountain. The reap of their night labor is finally on the way to their family stables.